Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you. Another offering. Off my sampler platter. Yes, indeed, folks. Sampler review series of videos I've been doing for a little while now. Go over there, try out food and drink items. I eat stuff, I drink stuff, then, folks, I'm going to talk about the stuff. I'm going to let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff. That time I'm doing this, folks, I'm not going to lie. It's been quite a while since I've reviewed something from this particular establishment. Hopefully it's good. But we'll get to that. Folks, it's super simple format. I'm going to go over there. I'm going to try out food and or drink items for you. Whilst I'm doing so, I'm yammer on about it for a bit. Whilst I'm doing all that, I'm inside my truck. And whilst I'm doing all that, folks, I'm wearing a super cool shirt. Folks, when I wear a super cool shirt, I always like to highlight the super cool shirt. But what super cool shirt am I wearing for you today? Well, it happens to be my Heathen Sun shirt. Really like this shirt. It's simple, but it's a very classic sort of heavy metal shirt design. What the hell is Heathen Sun, though? Heathen Sun are a new generation new metal band out of North Carolina. North Carolina, by the way, some really excellent bands coming out of there these days. Heathen Sun, definitely one of those. I've been aware of these guys for probably like over a year or so, maybe even 2 years, something like that. I hadn't got huge into their stuff, because there's always so much music in my head going on, and like I'm always, finding new bands. But I was fortunate. About a little less than a month ago, I got to see them perform live. They were one of the touring acts on tour with Ventana and oh, come on, Brandon. Nero Bellum's band, whose name I can't recall off the top of my head, but it was a really great show. These guys put on a fantastic performance, super high energy. I liked it so much, I went over there, I actually got some videos of said performance. Those videos are on my channel, just in case maybe you want to check them out. If nothing else, I'd be more than happy to kind of point you in the right direction as far as the music goes, because I think they're really fantastic. But anyway, what am I trying for you today, folks? Cyclone 9, that's what the name of the band is. What am I trying for you today, folks? What are we doing here? Why is it an establishment that I haven't reviewed something from in a while? Well, there's no particular reason for that. Like, it's just a thing of, I just get to stuff when I get to stuff. I happen to be driving out this way, and boy, I felt an itch. I needed, boom, to be stung by the bee. Jollibee, specifically. I've reviewed a number of things from Jollibee, and if you're unfamiliar, they're like a fast food establishment. I want to say they started out in the Philippines, and then they sort of, branched out and grew. And these are their new chicken tenders. I had no idea these existed, but they do. And this is what they look like. Okay, it's not too bad. Now here's the thing. I don't usually bring up price too much these days in my videos. This is a 6-piece. They're big chicken tenders, to be fair. $15.99, man. Like, the whole thing ended up costing me a little over $17. Raw. But it's about the food. So let's get a thing for the thing, and we'll kind of do it like this and go, ha 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 ha. Like I said, they're good size, so, and it comes with their new signature sauce. So I'll try one just sort of as is. It's got a nice structure to it, seems like it's gonna have good. Hot. Okay. Okay. Some things I like, some things I'm a little bit less on. I love the exterior, nice and crunchy. I always appreciate that in chicken tender. You get that bite into it, you get that nice, proper crunch. The chicken quality itself seems like that's not what I'm expecting it to look like when I bite into like a really good chicken tender. That seems like kind of processed. Let's go in for a little bit more though. Okay. Very hot. Okay, maybe not on the processed. I mean, I don't know. It's kind of hard to say because, like, it's definitely very sort of like almost like shredded chicken. I know, chicken's obviously fibrous, but I don't know. It just doesn't quite look like what I'm expecting from, again, like a really nice chicken tender. But maybe I'm just reading a little bit too much into it. Like, it doesn't look like, the insides of a chicken nugget or anything. So, the exterior is what's selling this for me. And to be fair, I mean, most chicken tenders, that's obviously a big part of the equation. The chicken itself is okay. I wouldn't say it's like particularly flavorful though. Like it's there, but like it's not jumping out at me. It's also, I mean, it's somewhat moist, but I don't know. I kind of feel like this is one of those things where you're definitely charging premium chicken tender prices, and I'm kind of feeling like these, while there's good aspects to it, I don't know if it really meets those parameters. But again, I love the exterior. I just feel like the inside is letting it down. And just the overall taste of it, it's not bad, but I wouldn't say it's anything really all that special. Like, it's semi-neutral and, like, honestly a little bit kind of Yeah, I don't know. And, like, and I've had, like, chicken from Jollibee before. I think they have damn good fine chicken. I don't know. Let's try some of the signature sauce with it. Maybe that'll make all the difference. Yeah, I have to admit, I'm a little bit less impressed with the chicken than I was hoping. I'm guessing this is probably going to be along the lines of, like, a comeback saucer. That's exactly what it is. Yeah, it's a comeback sauce. A little bit tangy. A little bit of a kick. Not much, but, a little something. I'm sure it'll work fine with the chicken. Kind of wish I'd gotten the 3-piece now. Yeah, I mean, it works with it because a comeback sauce works with chicken tenders. But I kind of feel like that's cheating a little bit because, again, it's like, yeah, okay, it works, but I don't know. No, it didn't hit as good as I was hoping. I typically really like Jollibee. But this, well, not bad. 2 questions have to be asked. Would I get these again? Would I recommend them? Probably not, and probably not, honestly. I mean, they're not terrible, but they're definitely not what I would consider particularly great chicken tenders. Everything about them just seems slightly askew from what I would like, with the exception of the crunchy exterior. That, I think they have nailed down. But the chicken itself, a little bland. The overall of it, honestly, a little bit bland. It doesn't taste super well seasoned. And anything, I would say that, like, there's even a little bit of sort of a flavor of the fry oil on it, and it's not super prominent, but there's definitely a little bit of an edge there to it. The problem is that, well, they're not terrible chicken tenders. They're not great, and you are paying almost $20 for 6 of them. Even if, yeah, they are nice and meaty, good on them. I mean, you've got places like Raising Cane's, you've got Popeyes, you've got KFC. I'm not against the idea of chicken tenders at Jollibee, but I don't think they quite have these down, And the sauce, while okay, is just a comeback sauce. Like, you can call it a signature sauce all you want. That really was probably one of the most disappointing things. I was hoping that it would really be something unique and interesting from Jollibee. Yeah, these are just some, like, while big and... Are you a chicken tender? Okay, yeah. Well, definitely big and, meaty, I think they're kind of overpriced. I kind of feel like they underdeliver on the flavor. I wouldn't get them again, I'd just go to KFC or Popeyes. If I'm recommending them, yeah, I mean, again, I just feel like, you can go over there, there's better options, These aren't the worst things I've ever had, but, like, that's about the best I can say. There's nothing awful about them, but I think they're overpriced, and I think you can do better. Sorry, Jollibee, I like your stuff, but these were a little bit of a whiff. 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest of your week, monumental rest of your month, stupendous rest of your year. Folks, go over there, have yourselves a truly Popeye's chicken tender tastic rest of your life, because let's be honest, come on now. Final 2 things. Number 1, try to bring some positivity into the world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But what you can't do it all the time. I know I can't do it all the time. Here's what you're going to do, folks. You're going to try not to be an asshole. Now, folks, not always the easiest thing in the world to not be an asshole. Trust me. I know it. I live it. I'm out there every day with you in it. Life can be stressful and frustrating and just bullshit sometimes, folks. And when we find ourselves in situations where we have to deal with said bullshit, it's important we go over there, whenever possible, take a step back, try to mitigate the level of assholishness in our lives, hopefully do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, this is one of those ones where if you've had this particular item, please hit me up in the comments and let me know. Was your experience the same as mine, or did I just catch, my particular Jollibee on a bad day? Because, like, there's certain things I could say, okay, but, like, other things I kind of feel like that's just probably the way it is. But I don't know. Let me know, and have a great day.